up, everybody? It's Swoope here from M7P, live from Cleveland, Ohio at Park Social Lounge. We're here with D Hill and Real Revenue, two of the top promoters in the Midwest. We're going to go over their backgrounds, life of being a promoter, the culture, and then we're going to go and party with them tonight here at Park Social Lounge. What's up? Playlist Saturdays. Let's get to it. Let's party. So I'm here with Luke, one of the members of Real Revenue. Luke, how you doing?
I'm going good, man. I'm going good. How's it going?
Oh, it's going great, man. So how long have you been involved in party promotion, and when did you all start?
To be exact, November 2011. It was Thanksgiving. That was our first event.
Wow. So what is that? That's about 11 years ago, right?
Yeah, it was actually at this exact venue. It was actually called Anatomy.
I remember that. I remember that. It was Anatomy.
Yep.
So this is like a full circle situation here, huh?
Completely full circle. Kind of gave me chills a little bit just thinking about that. But yeah.
I hear you. So how exactly did you get into this lifestyle promoting, making it a profession, and how did Real Revenue come into play?
To be honest, I was going to college out in Tiffin University, and I had a friend, Curran, T. White, close friend of mine. He was actually going to Bowling Green, not too far from Tiffin University. And I remember they had Travis Porter out there. They had a meet and greet. They were selling tickets. They had a party afterwards.
Travis Porter was lit back in the day, man.
What? So it was kind of like just cool to see. I'm like, wow, they bringing all these people coming. Let's go to college out here, go to different colleges, traveling up, commuting from home. And there's a line down the street to get in this party.
Okay.
And it's super structured. And that was just kind of just fascinating. Like, dang, these dudes getting paid to party.
Right.
So, I mean, that was definitely the ignition to getting things going. Like, dang, we can do this back home. Like,
so that was the appeal to it. So, but what made you feel like you were able to do that back home? Because this is not a profession that anybody can just get into. You know, it takes a special character, special person that can get people to actually come to events. So what made you all think that you could do it?
Well, to be honest, I mean, playing sports coming up in high school all my life, doing kickbacks in high school.
Okay.
It really wasn't a question of whether we could do it or not.
Yeah.
It was more so like, how can we monopolize? Like, how can we make it make sense and make money from doing it more than anything?
Absolutely. Yeah, that makes sense. So speaking on promotion, what all does it take? What goes into throwing a weekly event? So say an event that's every Saturday. What goes into that? What is the background of doing that?
Really, it's continuity. Communication, planning, preparation. You gotta like build your marketing campaign and like build an identity behind something that's weekly, because as you know, if you want something to work on a consistent basis, on a weekly basis, and you want the retention to be there, you want people to keep coming back, you gotta build some kind of identity to make people want to come back. So I mean, it's just coming up with a buying experience for the customers, people that want to come here. Oh, the DJ hot. Oh, they got a cool theme. They got a good crowd. It's a good atmosphere.
Right.
Just putting it all together.
What about the marketing aspect of it from an every week standpoint?
It's
because you know, back in the day, you used to pass out flyers, things of that nature.
It's completely changed.
Yeah.
Back day when we first started out, we was out in the streets, hitting cars with flyers.
Yeah.
It was real personal, hand to hand. A lot more personal invites. Now with social media, it's definitely more like, okay, how can you build your personal brand, attach it to whatever umbrella brand you're under, aka Real Revenue, and make it a buying experience.
All right, so look, we've established that you all have been around for over a decade now, right?
Yep.
How are you all able to evolve and stay relevant with the time? You know, because every year there's a new 21-year-old and 21-year-olds hopping on the scene. So how can you stay relevant in that climate?
I always treat it like a sport, you know, like Bron. Like I always look at it. Seriously, it's funny, but John, he always says it like, yo, it's like the NBA. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta evolve with time. You gotta keep yourself up. You gotta invest in yourself. You gotta keep evolving as an individual. You gotta be likable. You gotta be something that's attractive to make people want to come, you know, spend their hard-earned money with you, come kick it with you, and actually invest into your brand, because that's what it is at the end of the day. People are buying in to what you're selling.
To your brand.
So you gotta just stay on your game, pretty much. You gotta keep up, make sure you keep evolving as a person, and keep being innovative.
So this is what the people really want to know: is the life of a promoter as fun as it looks?
100%. 100%. It's not all glitz and glamour at all times. It gets stressed, just like anything. No matter what you're doing, if you really invest in your time, effort, energy, you're gonna have highs and lows, regardless.
Definitely.
But I can't complain about anything that I do as far as I get paid to throw parties, have a good time, and engage and interact and have a good time with my people.
So now we're sitting here with Dave. So Dave,
what's going on, bro?
And when did D Hill Promotions get started?
So my actual company started in 2020.
Okay.
Middle of the pandemic. Because prior to that, I was working a full-time job. But I was throwing parties years ago, like 2014, 2015. Me and a couple of my friends. Shout out to Shaw. Shout out my boy Brandon. Shout out Dev. Definitely the homies. Like we were throwing parties back in the day, and started them. And then 2020, middle of the pandemic, I started my Taco Tuesday.
So Taco Tuesday is where D Hill really started steamrolling,
for sure.
From there branched off into other events.
Definitely.
Now, D Hill, you're a very family-oriented guy.
For sure.
I want you to share what type of role your family plays in D Hill LLC and promotion.
A major role, for sure.
Because I know your sister, she's at events, she's at doors at the party.
Yeah.
Your brother Chris, you know, he's at the doors at the party, and now Chris is kind of doing his own thing as well, and throwing events and marketing. Can you speak on that at all?
Yeah, for sure. So, like I said, my family, they were real close. Like all of us, we all always been that way. So like one of my lifetime goals has always been, I want to be able to take care of my whole family, like everybody.
Absolutely.
Like so, the parties, it helped open up an avenue for that, basically, where okay, I can have my brother come work the door, I can have my sister do X, Y, and Z, cook food, do whatever like needs to be done, you know, and while they making some money at the same time. So it just worked out cool.
Absolutely. So now let's get into the fun part, you know, because one unique thing about you is you seem to have a very hands-on approach with your guests that you have at your events. You know, you're out in the middle of the floor line dancing. Sometimes you're singing at events. You know, it was a party the other day. You jumped in the swimming pool with your clothes on. So, you know, explain that approach and where that energy comes from.
So that's just me being me, man. So like high school, middle school, I was the class clown, like always making people laugh at the games, getting the people going. Like that's just always how I've been. So it's only right that I utilize that in my events and everything.
You share with your followers on Instagram on Sunday mornings. You're going on live and you're actually playing the organ at church.
So every Sunday.
I know personally that you were just out the night before.
right.
Probably out until 3 a.m, maybe longer.
Probably longer than that.
How do you manage to then go to church, play the organ, go on Instagram live, and then that same day have another event?
Have a day party,
A day party. How do you manage to do that?
So I guess my body just used to it now, basically. Like it's like a set clock that my body is on. Like it just know I'm going to church on Sunday. Like me going to church on Sundays, it's just second nature. Like it's just what I always do. So I couldn't let the events get in the way of that, especially because I know God blesses me. Like I'm a real blessed individual, and
God bless. Shout out to God. Shout out to God, the man upstairs. what's next for D Hill Promotion? You know, how long do you plan on going, and is there anything that you want to share that you have coming up next?
Next is tonight. We got Park Social tonight. That's tonight for sure.
So now we're back here with both promotion companies, and I want to ask you guys, what made you all collaborate on certain projects? You know, what made you all choose to do that?
Honestly, finding like minds, like finding people that have similar interests, crowds that are conducive to each other, that can blend well, and someone that, more importantly, operates and like functions on a business mind. Pretty much, so finding someone that you can organically build a business partnership with, and I mean, working with D Hill, I mean, that was easy. It happened overnight organically.
Yeah. And then it helps that you guys have great personalities and able to kick it with each other outside of work and things of that nature.
Exactly.
So let me ask you this. So you both have your own crowds, right? We've established that, Real Revenue and D Hill. How are you able to collab without your egos, per se, getting involved and, you know, messing up the business?
Well, really, to piggyback off of Luke, it's really, like he said, finding like-minded individuals. Like, we all get along outside of the parties. Like, been kicking it for years. Luke come down to Toledo, come and kick it with us, like back in college days type thing. So, like it just really happened organically. Like, it never was a thing about no big eyes or little U's or anything like that. It always just been genuine people. Like, we all are good, solid individuals. And then us coming together, it just worked as a collective.
There it is. It just makes sense. So, look, you've heard from both of the promoters. You've heard from Real Revenue. You've heard from D Hill. Now we're going to go to their party tonight here at Park Social Lounge. It's lit and it's going up.
It's up. It's up.
I spent 20 on my chain. That's a dub. Another 20 on that watch, still be late. Some of these rap be lame. Plus, I know that jewelry that they rockin' be fake. We be with the pressure. Copper mirror with the extra. Your baby father got you stressed. Well, for me, and that's a blessing. Truthfully, I can trust. Low down. Try to go down. She knew I had some dough, but I got more now. So if you smart, don't bring your round. I'm from the zoo, I'm with gorillas. And all of them. And all of them stillers. And all of them hitters, that's that pressure. That's that pressure. And I got some more on the way. That's that pressure. And some got your on the way. That's that pressure. And I got some more on the way. That's that pressure. That's that pressure. And I got some more on the way. That's that pressure. Told me I'm looking colder today. That's that pressure. And I got some more on the way. That's that pressure.
Oh, man. Another lit party, another lit situation. My guys did it again. Hey, catch them next time at their next event. And we'll see you next time on That's Major.
So when we swing, know we in them laps. And if miss, know we dubbing back. We back again. And we putting more pressure on top of that. I'm from the zoo, I'm with gorillas.